Here's to the builders, the ones who don't wait for permission, the ones who learn at midnight, pitch at sunrise, and fail forward. They're not born with success, they build it. With duct-taped day jobs and one good idea too stubborn to die. They aren't influencers, they influence by doing. The system wasn't made for them, but they make it work anyway. You can doubt them, mock them, ignore them, but you can't stop them. Because they know, real growth starts inside. This is for them. This is Dr. Wood Recommends, where business meets real life.
Motivating Gen Z is hard. Here's how to make it easy. You've tried everything, right? The pizza parties, the team building escape rooms, the fancy coffee machine. You even have that open door policy that nobody actually uses. You're doing all the things that are supposed to make work fun and engaging. And yet, when you look at your new Gen Z hires, you see a disconnect. They get the work done, sure, but the spark is missing. They seem detached, quiet, maybe even bored. You're pulling your hair out, wondering, what am I doing wrong? Is it me? Is it them? You've heard the stereotypes, that they're lazy, entitled, or fragile. But what if those stereotypes are not only wrong, but are also blinding you to the real solution? What if the key to unlocking their motivation wasn't another team lunch, but a simple, deep shift in how you talk to them about their work? Because right now, there's a good chance they are quietly quitting right in front of you. Employee engagement for Gen Z has seen a significant drop, with many feeling disconnected from their jobs. Recent studies show that a huge number of Gen Z workers are considering leaving their roles. Some reports indicate that over a third are thinking about quitting. This isn't just a management headache, it's a massive ticking time bomb for productivity and retention. But the fix is easier than you think. Stay with me, because we're about to diffuse it. The Great Disconnect: Why the Old Playbook Fails. For decades, the management playbook was simple. Offer a good salary, a clear career ladder, some decent benefits, and people would be motivated. That was the deal. But Gen Z grew up in a totally different world. They're the first generation of true digital natives, shaped by instant information, global connection, and social platforms where authenticity is everything. They've seen their parents and older millennials burn out chasing traditional success. They've seen economic uncertainty and social upheaval. Because of that, their definition of a good job has completely changed. It's not just about financial stability anymore. In fact, a 2025 Deloitte report found that only 6% of Gen Z say their main career goal is to reach a leadership position. What they crave more than anything is a sense of purpose and a healthy work-life balance. They want to know that the hours they put in are actually making a difference. And this is where the disconnect happens. We, as leaders, are still trying to motivate them with perks, the what of the job. We offer snacks, flexible hours, and talk about promotions. And while those things are nice, they don't address the core driver for this generation. They aren't asking, what do I get? They're asking, why does this matter? Studies show a huge majority, around 86%, of Gen Z employees say that purpose-driven work is critical to their job satisfaction and well-being. They need to see a clear line connecting their daily tasks to a bigger, meaningful outcome. When they don't see that connection, they check out. They do the bare minimum because they see the work as just a transaction, not a contribution. The free pizza doesn't taste so good when you feel like your work is pointless. That's the problem we need to solve, and the solution is all about one simple idea: impact. The solution? The simple shift to communicating impact. The single most powerful tool you have to motivate your Gen Z employees is communication. Not more meetings or corporate jargon, but a specific intentional shift in how you talk about the work. It's about moving from managing tasks to communicating impact. This isn't a massive overhaul of your management style. It's 3 simple changes to your daily conversations that will completely reframe work for your Gen Z team and connect them to the purpose they're looking for. Let's break it down. Shift number 1, from what to do to why it matters. Think about the last time you assigned a task. Did it sound like this? Hey Jordan, I need you to pull the sales data from last quarter and put it into a new slide deck for the client meeting on Friday. Make sure the charts are updated. This is a totally normal instruction. It's clear, direct, and tells Jordan exactly what to do, but it's completely empty of purpose. It's a what, not a why. Jordan will probably do the task, but it's just another thing on her to-do list. There's no ownership, no connection, no spark. Now let's try it again with an impact-focused approach. Hey Jordan, you know how our client, Innovate Corp, has been struggling to see their market position clearly? We have a huge meeting with them on Friday, and our goal is to show them exactly where their biggest opportunities are. Your skill with data visualization is key. Could you pull last quarter's sales data and create a few slides that really tell the story of their growth areas? A clear presentation from you could be the very thing that gives them the confidence to launch that new product line we've been advising. It would be a massive win for them and for us. See the difference? The task is the same, but the framing is worlds apart. You've just connected Jordan's work to 3 layers of impact. The client's success. The work isn't just for a meeting, it's to help a real client solve a real problem. The team's goal. It contributes directly to a massive win for the company. Jordan's personal contribution, you've highlighted her specific skill and shown that she is the right person to make this happen. Suddenly, pulling data isn't a chore, it's a critical piece of a much larger puzzle. You've given her context and meaning. Gen Z wants to understand the reasoning behind what they do and see how their work fits into the big picture. This simple reframe turns a disengaged task doer into a motivated problem solver. Shift number 2, from general praise to specific recognition. The second shift is all about feedback. We all know recognition is important, but for Gen Z, generic praise just doesn't cut it. A quick, great job on that report, in a team chat feels performative. It's like a participation trophy. It doesn't feel earned or real. This generation values authenticity above almost everything else, and they can spot fake feedback from a mile away. The research is clear. Gen Z craves regular, authentic, and specific feedback. They want to know that you see their individual efforts. So, instead of general praise, you need to connect their actions to a specific positive outcome. Let's look at the before and after. Before, general praise. Hey everyone, great work this week. We hit our targets, keep it up. After, specific recognition. I want to give a specific shout out to Sarah. During the client call on Tuesday, you brought up that potential integration issue. That was incredibly proactive. Because you flagged it, we got ahead of a problem that could have derailed the project next month. That kind of critical thinking is exactly what helps us deliver excellent work and build trust with our clients. Thank you for that. This type of feedback is powerful for 2 reasons. First, it shows you're actually paying attention. Second, it reinforces the exact behavior you want to see more of. You're not just celebrating the result, you're celebrating the proactivity and ownership that led to it. You're showing them the impact of their actions in a real way. When employees feel recognized for their efforts, they are far more motivated to work harder. If you're finding these shifts helpful, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It helps other leaders who are struggling with the same issues find this video. Shift number 3, from career ladder to career portfolio. The final shift tackles career development. The old school idea of climbing a rigid corporate ladder doesn't appeal to most Gen Z workers. They aren't just thinking about their next title. They're thinking about building a portfolio of skills and experiences that will serve them their whole lives, whether that's at your company, in a side hustle, or in their own business one day. So, conversations about their future shouldn't just be about the next rung. They should be about what they're adding to their personal portfolio. Before, career ladder talk. If you keep performing well, in 2 years, you could be a senior analyst. After, career portfolio talk. This next project is a great chance for you to get hands-on experience with project management software and client negotiation. Those are super valuable skills that are in huge demand. Let's also talk about setting you up with a mentor from the strategy department. Learning how they approach problems could add a whole new dimension to your analytical skills. How does building out that part of your skill set sound? This approach is far more motivating because it's personal and focused on their overall growth. It shows you're invested in them as a person, not just an employee. It acknowledges their desire for a multifaceted career and shows you're a partner in their development, not just a boss. By helping them build their portfolio, you make your organization the best place for them to grow right now, which, ironically, is the very thing that will make them want to stay. Motivating Gen Z isn't really that hard. It's just different. It requires us to set aside our old assumptions and really listen to what they're asking for. They're not asking for more pizza. They're asking for more purpose. They're not asking for less work. They're asking for more meaningful work. By making these 3 simple shifts in your communication, from what to why, from general to specific, and from ladder to portfolio, you can bridge that disconnect. You can transform their relationship with their job from a transaction to a contribution. You'll start to see that spark of engagement, that flicker of ownership, and that fire of motivation you've been missing. And the best part? It doesn't cost a thing. It's not about a bigger budget. It's about being a more thoughtful, intentional, and impact-focused leader. It's about respecting their values and showing them that what they do all day actually matters. Do that, and you won't just have an engaged Gen Z employee, you'll have an unstoppable partner. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 3 shifts will you try first? The Why It Matters framework, the specific recognition approach, or the career portfolio conversation? Let me know in the comments below. Sharing your commitment is the first step to making it a real habit. And if you're serious about becoming the kind of leader that top talent wants to work for, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. I post videos every week with practical, no-fluff advice to help you build a thriving and effective team. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.